Oh, here I come, yeah. Oh, and then I wonder where me come from with so much vibes, style and substance. Yeah, they wonder where me come from. Time to stop me, but they still don't respond. Oh, they wonder where me come from. So much vibes, style and substance. Yeah, man. Come from. Stop me, but me still don't respond. Boom, live and direct. King Naganzo. Big up, King Naganzo. Today. Good morning, them. I wonder where me come from. With so much vibe, style, and substance. It's what we need. We need vibes, style, and substance. You know, you need the three. You know, success is an inner attitude, like I said yesterday. Where is it? On Facebook. Yeah, success is an inner attitude, and there's a lot of stuff you must match to get to that attitude. You know, to feel successful. The successful for me is not necessarily about acquiring money or meaning that you have a big house or a big... No, it's an inner attitude. Can you have that winner attitude? You know, that's a winner attitude we need to develop. Not winner to be in a competition, but winner to... It's a test of pride. That's what I think it is. Most of it. It's a test of pride in yourself. See if you can look yourself in the mirror and actualize it. You know, in real life, and not just the little subtle right. Like I said, we can choose many ways of living our life, but I think the high vibes, the high vibration, really the stuff that make you stretch, the stuff that make you stretch, that bring you outside of your comfort zone is really what's going to make you grow. I'm convinced today because it made me grow a lot. I've done a few stuff. Made me grow, and yeah, never felt so good. So live the truth that you feel. You know, you have to live the truth that you feel also. The truth is something you feel most of it. Your truth, your... the whole thing, you feel it. You know, who feels it knows it. And a lot of people say that when you know the truth when you feel it. You know, when you have to feel that stuff. I've talked a lot about going back to feeling life again. We must go back to feeling life again. And each and every day practice the vision. You know, that's why practice the vision every day. Every day you have to practice your vision. Even if you don't know how you're going to get there, what you're going to need to make it happen, who you're going to need, who's going to... Like, you don't need to worry about future. Worry about here and now, taking action. That's what I worry about. I worry about getting up in the morning, but I don't worry. But I live my life day by day. Day by day, I don't... Yes, I have a plan. I have a vision. But also, you have to nurture and nourish that vision. Change is automatic. Change is automatic. But progress is not. Progress is not automatic. You know, you have to push yourself to progress. You're going to change automatically. Automatically, when you decide to change, you change. But to sustain that change, you need progress. And it's not automatic. You know, your brain... Like I said to Kim yesterday, I said, my brain... she said... Gavin asked her what was her dream, and she said, oh, one of my dreams was to have children, was to be a mommy. I'm like, yeah, but that's not really a dream. That's something we do pretty much unconsciously to reproduce. So it shouldn't be a dream. You know, a dream, but it's okay. It's her thing. But I mean, that's not the way I see it. Like, it's something we do unconsciously. Pretty much your brain is not programmed to do too much thing. When you start going after your stuff, your dream, and you gotta stop intellectualizing stuff and do everything from the head. You have to use your heart, listen to your heart, follow your heart. You want to do something, you have an action to do, or just listen to your heart. If you have the intuition that it's not the right thing or you shouldn't do it, you're gonna have the sign. You know, everyone talks about sign, but no one wants to see the sign. That's the thing too. You see, you have to balance success with significance. What is someone that is significant in your life? It's because someone that showed you the sign. You know, you have to see the sign. Also, that's what I explained yesterday in the video. Once you start getting in touch with your stuff, you're going to see sign. But it's important that you stop the noise around to see those signs. You know, often it's because we have too much noise around. We can't see anything because our mind is not there. We're not present. That's why I wasn't able to see all that stuff before. I'm starting to make sense of all this. Don't be fake, or you end up a flake. If you're fake, you're gonna end up a flake. So don't be fake. No, keep it real. You know, live the truth that you feel. Very important to live the truth that we feel. If not, what? We're gonna die with our song inside. That's the goal. That's the master plan. That's our master plan. Come on, guys. Let's die with our song inside. That's a great plan. Come on. What is that? No more for me, anyway. I ain't gonna die with my song inside. Life is a song. Sing it. Life is a challenge. Take it. Life is such a test. And you know, we have one. That's what I've also realized a lot. And that pushed me to live the truth that I feel, is that I have one life. You know, it's not like we have many trials here. You're on trials each and every day, but you don't have 250 years here. You know, 1,000 years. So your time is limited. Your time is limited, and you realize that once you advance in time. You know, when you're young, you feel invincible. You feel like you know, you're going to be here forever, so you have time. But no. You better start working on your stuff young. It's much better. Come on. If I would have started working on that shit younger, I would have probably... but it happened the way it happened. My journey is designed the way I lived it. Yours going to be your way. Cannot... it's not... I don't think we control, really. Maybe it's already traced in advance for us. It's already there. It's just... But I think it's according to the action you take. It's very, you know, it's good to say that there's a force, there's a God, there's this, there's that, but there's also us, you, you know, and that's what is very important. You need you. It's okay to you know, that's what I have found, that I went external a lot for a lot of stuff without using my own power of reasoning, my own power of rising, and all that stuff that I'm using each and every day. But I wasn't really in touch with reality. You know, it's seeking reality. At one point yesterday, I had two nice conversations with people. I was at my chewing spot. I was completely at the back of the river. And suddenly, the fisherman, the guy with the orange bucket, comes and see me, and we start talking together, and great conversation for like 20 minutes, half an hour, talking about all kinds of different stuff, and very open and very receptive. Very, you know what, you feel the vibes when people are seeing a crack of light. You know, we have the power to really shed light on the wake. You know, there is people that are awake, but they need more light. They need like more fire. They need, you know, so for sure there is people with lots of fire like me that's gonna show up and probably give you energy, give you strength, give you. So that's what we need. We need to get together like that and work together and really build our strength to face this freaking madness, this insane world that's gone completely cuckoo. So we have to, for sure, build the strength, stay together. It's very important. Not stay together, stick here forever. I don't mean that I want to keep you here, but we have to stay on the same state of mind, the same vibe. You know, same vibe. If we can reach that same universal vibe, like the high vibe, and not let go of the low vibration stuff. Like I was telling him, it's a lot because he said, "What happened to you?" He said, he said that to me. He said, "What happened to you?" He said, "How come you're doing all this?" He said, "Something happened." I said, "Yeah, tragedy happened in my life." I said, me too. He said, I get a divorce from my wife. I got separated. And then he started telling me his story and everything. And it was very, very interesting. I love to share stories with that, like that. And after at night, I go to pick up my daughter. I stop at the dépanneur, and there's an old man there, 84-year-old. I'm listening to Blackout J in my car, and it's fucking music blasting. And I'm there, I'm singing, and suddenly he shows up at my window. He said, "Hey, you have good music." An old man, 84 years old, with his can and everything. And I started telling him, I said, "Tell me something." I said, "You have mileage here, you?" Said, 84. You've seen snow before. You've seen rain. You've seen rain, so we should be able to talk to each other. Yeah, and reason. He said, "Yeah, why not?" So I said, "Okay." He said, "What if I tell you that the Earth is not a big blue ball floating in space with all the stuff that they tell us that goes with it and blah, blah, blah?" Right away, he told me, he said, "Yeah." He said, "I know the Earth is flat." 84 years old. He told me that. He said, "Hey, there's no proof of their ball and stuff." And he started telling me all kinds of stuff. I'm like, wow. Sometimes there's a lot of people that are awake, but they need more light to come out, to really, that's how I feel. I feel like a lot of people are just very, very close to voicing their voice or creating something that is going to create a massive shift in and out, a massive shift around you too, because the consciousness you have will embody everyone around and not just you. But anyway, yeah, so I was very pleased to hear that, you know, I don't know. There's something with us. Some of us like to question things, some others question less. Some also are afraid to question things. Many people are afraid, afraid to the, like the man told me, the chilling spot. So you're not afraid to do that? He said that. I said, no, why? What do I have to fear? I only speak my mind. What do I have to fear? So we have to transcend all these stuff that hold us back. I found out that a lot of stuff was holding me back from living the truth. Yeah, a lot of stuff. And we self-oppress so much. Self-oppress so much because in the day there's so many actions you can take, so much things you can do to just elevate your vibes. And but no, we like to, for my part, we like the herd comfort and the follow people thinking, and not do too much effort. Even we don't like to do effort physically. We're becoming very a society that's a bit lazy, very lazy, not to say the least. So we don't like, usually we do the less physically possible to have the maximum. And that's pretty much how we approach life, and we expect it to be easy. And so sometimes you hit the wall at one point. If you expect life to be easy and like everything given to you, it's not this way. There's many young people. I don't know. Some people, like I say often, they sleep like they're rich. I'm up like I'm broke every day. Up like I'm broke. Well, I am broke. Not just like I am broke, but I have enough to. I make sure I don't, like. I have enough to survive. I have enough to survive. I don't need a Ferrari in my driveway and a big castle and lots of toys and material and loans at the bank and credit card. I have nothing of that. Nothing of that. No attachment in that way. Uh, so I stay in la simplicité volontaire. Très, très bon. Simplicité volontaire, you reduce your consumption, you buy what you need, not what you want. I want a lot of stuff, for sure. I could want a lot of stuff, but is it what I need? Like, what do I need? I need to focus. I need to focus right now. That's what I need. I don't need nothing. I just need to cultivate my focus. That's what I said yesterday. And a video again. I did another 14 yesterday outside. I'm at 13 now. Page 13 on my channel. This one has like 400 video in advance. That's why last night I posted a few. I gotta catch up. Gotta catch up, or we're gonna be posting videos of the month of September and in February. So gotta activate a bit. But also it makes me feel alive. Makes me feel alive, just to double the effort to, to just show up. Just show up and stick to my plan, and just that. That's what we need. Is often we set something in front of us. We set a plan, something to do, but we go on. We get on it. We go to a certain length of effort, and then we give up because too hard, too like no gratification associated with it, and very often we're gonna give up. I say you need to stick to it. Stick to it. You have one idea, stick to it. Speak it once into existence. Once, and then make it happen. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time, like it can take a short amount of time. Before things start to happen, really, that you start seeing signs to tell you that you're on the right path, that's not going to be long. You're going to see them if you open your eyes and notice stuff, and you're amazed if you're not in your head and all stuck up there and the ego, and no, just sit and don't think. Try not to think, to stay in the space between the thoughts. The space between the thoughts, the plane of inertia. Yeah. And just focus. By taking action, also consistency will bring you a lot of focus. A lot of focus. There's stuff you got to do. Everyone has work to do on themselves. That's why I put in the title yesterday. Everyone has some kind of work to do on ourselves. Nobody is here saying, "Oh, I don't have to work." No, we can all improve. It's about improvement. It's not about freaking out with your evil state, evil ways. It's to improve. But improve, just don't sit there and be aware. Like, no one can tell that they're not aware what's going on in the world. No one can say they don't see it, that they were gone on a holiday or shit like that. It's there. Everybody see the madness. Everybody sees the insanity, but we choose to stay blind. We choose to stay blind to our greatness, blind to the blinders can stay on for a long time for some people. Some at one point we get fed up, like me, get fed up of being blind, and we open our eyes and start questioning things and find a lot of power, a lot of empowerment. This is what we must also find within that discovery of that we're being lied to. It's because we're powerful. I say it all the time. We must start to tap into that power frequently. I say every day. That's why it's an everyday thing for me. It's an everyday thing, because I stop one day, could put me back for a while. You don't want to lose sight of your stuff. You don't want to lose sight. You want to stay focused. You want to do it every day, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You do it. You put your little distraction aside, all the stuff that keeps your mind busy onto something else than what you should be working on, your dream. All the distraction and all the... I find it so much nonsense, and that's what I was thinking also yesterday. Sometimes, even the secondary activities, like the hobbies we have and all this, I find it's a lot to push us like leaf in the wind, and just to cover our misalignment. And often I was like that. You try to escape the main through some kind of a secondary activity, or just to cover your misalignment. I think that's why people have so much hobbies, and they make sure their time is always busy, and just, I don't know, we don't take time to stop enough to just slow down. We don't slow down. We're on the fucking rat race. But at one point, you realize also the rat race. You see the rat race for what it is. Maybe you need to be outside the rat race to really see it. Sometimes it's just because there's things also that we don't want to see because it's gonna put us on shock. It's gonna change our whole life. It's called cognitive dissonance, I think, or something like that. When you don't want to see the truth, when the truth is right in front of you, like there's many people that I don't know, they just don't care. They just don't care about. They're okay. I think it's the comfort also of this material world, and I know I'm trying to reflect on why we don't create an uprising. Like it should happen anytime, right now, especially with the whole insanity that's going on, the legal terrorist government and all that. We're all conscious that they lied to us, that they manipulate us. We should create an uprising and start, stop attaching energy to that nonsense. Stop attaching energy to the overlay, the matrix, and that's where I think it starts. Then we start attaching energy. It's like, don't go vote. Next election here in Canada, nobody goes vote. What's gonna happen? Or I don't know if it's the way to do it. I don't know, but there's got to be something we can do together, for sure. I think it starts by becoming more aware of who we are. Because when you're aware of who you are, those things cannot really disturb you. It cannot really affect you. You don't get lost into confusion. Like nothing can really confuse your mind, and you know that all this stuff is there to confuse your mind. I know today all the politics and religions and everything in the matrix is there to keep us confused. They confuse us at a young age. Why do you think they tell lies in school to children? It's because to confuse them. Who they want to confuse is the children. Us adult, okay, we've been confused and we kept the confusion, or we clear it. They cannot manipulate me today. They cannot, not in that state of mind that I am. Think I'm going to believe their bullshit now? I want to know. I don't want to believe anymore. Belief is self-deceiving. You self-deceive yourself if you believe anything. Don't believe, my brothers and sisters. You better know. Know who you are. Know that you are very, very, very divine. That is another thing that we think we are just human. Just human. Yes, probably. But I know even that, it's a definition. Who we are really. Who we are really. I think it's very, very. It's scary to sometimes discover how powerful you are, who you are, or it can be. You can have a little discomfort. You can have discomfort for sure, but what do you need to be in comfort to find out who you are, or put yourself into discomfort place? You have to go into discomfort places and stretch and put yourself in situation that you have no choice. You're on the spot, boom, live and direct, push wet. I gotta make sure I don't stress when I come here, but I make sure that the half hour before I come here, I clear. I don't like. I'm not on Facebook or stuff like that. I listen to my music. I focus. That's what we need. We just need to shut down. Sometimes we're so distracted with that fake book and all the nonsense and then all the stuff that come and take our presence, so especially the devices like tablets and phones, and takes us away from. We have to be very, very conscious with these things. I don't say don't use it, but be conscious with it. Like, what it's there for. So we don't have to remain drone robots of this slave system. We can start creating a shift. If you create the shift inside you, it's gonna happen in the world. But many of times is that shift is so intense inside us that we start making the shift. Like I said, changes automatic, but then comes time to progress and we stop. We stop because then we meet something on the way that's too hard, or some kind of emotion, or attached to it, and then we stop. We let our dream die or whatever. So it's very change is automatic. I don't think it's that hard to change your mind. To me, it happened like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, wow. No, it didn't took me too long. The expansion, the consciousness or awareness expansion can happen in the leap of a second. In a second, you can be changed forever. But will you progress forever? Probably not. That's your choice. The actions you take every day, and you stay motivated, and the positivity. We need positivity in our life. We need positivity. We need good vibes. We need good energy. We need to be energetic. The man yesterday, that's what he told me after I finished talking with him. He said, "Hey, man, you have such an energy." And that's what I find everybody that I meet, I always have the same passion to talk about my stuff. I'm very, very passionate. I find sometimes I'm even a bit too. Like I talk a lot. I find I talk a lot when I meet people because I have so much to say. But I'm so just happy to be alive, and that's who I am. That's who I am. I don't hold back. I don't. I love to talk. That's why I'm here. So for sure, if I meet people, blah, 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 I don't stop. I'm very energetic and very motivating. Like the man's, I felt a bit of hopelessness at start in the conversation. So I said, okay, I gotta pump this man. I gotta show some energy here. So then right away, that's you can read people. Sometimes people feel hopeless towards the world because it's very fucking insane. And there's lots of legal terrorists and stuff like that. The terrorists, you find them in the parliament. They hide behind their walls. They hide behind their walls and they plan all kinds of stuff. I don't trust these people at all. They're very evil. Very evil state of mind. It's a state of mind that's evil. It's not because they have a horn on the head and it's therefore greed. They don't care about people. They have no empathy. They don't care about you and me. That's why. Are you in fear? They don't even care about us. I don't even matter in the equation. Why would I be in fear for what? You think they care about YouTube that much? You think they check me on YouTube? Come on. Come on. The whole world is under confusion, massive confusion, religion, and all kinds of stuff. Hey. Before people start seeking on YouTube, it's only a certain limited, I think, amount of people that at one point, I don't know. I think the whole, and even the numbers on YouTube, you can't really trust them. So who will? Bozo is here. Bozo le clown. My bro from Laval. Yeah. No, anyway, there's enough. There's enough nonsense. I think we can, at one point, now we're not only we're able to point it out, but the moment you start discovering that gift that we have, the gift is the gift of life. We're all alive here. You can tell me you have no gift. You're not gifted. You're not a champion. I told you yesterday why you're a champion. I'm not gonna go back on this, but we have to acknowledge all these stuff. Stop putting self-oppression on ourselves. That's what I found that I did a lot in my life, is I self-oppress myself. I always felt, we always feel some kind of truth inside, some kind of potential. Okay, I always felt it, but always in fear, unconsciously or consciously, of what people think of me. But it's more, I think it's a fear that we harvest and all our life, and I don't know, it stops us from breaking free. At one point, you break free for sure, especially as you get older. I think getting older helps a bit to, for sure, more strength now than I would have had at 20, for sure. But I don't know. I always been very very direct, very driven, very driven. Very driven. That's what we need to do. Activate our drives. We need to be driven in life. That I always had it, but it's just I never found a way to. I don't know. Never thought of having a dream. Never thought of having a dream. Like I was dreaming at night. Now I dream during the day. It's an inverted world, so you have to invert it too. Stop dreaming at night and dream during the day. Live your dreams. That's what I do each and every day. I'm really, really looking for more greatness every day, for more action, for more me. I do my thing. You know what I do, or what I want to do. It's not all there yet, but it's coming. It's coming as I take more action. As more action gets taken, more focus gets acquired. You take greater leap each and every day. Like you grow in that stuff. But if you sit on your ass, you're not gonna get nothing. God, the divine, or Joe, whatever, will not come and help you on the way if you sit on the couch. You gotta want it. Aide-toi puis le ciel t'aidera. C'est ça que ma mère m'a tout le temps dit. Ben, elle dit OK, m'a m'aider. M'a m'aider un moment donné. Peut-être c'est ça que j'ai besoin. Maybe that's what I need to help myself, to just trust myself but for that, it's day by day. In that state of mind, and that's trusting, and you have to be focused. And trusting yourself means also listening to your heart, listening to your heart, and take your actions each and every day. Not, never mind the pleasure and leisure and distraction. This is what takes us a lot from taking action, is the pleasure and leisure, whether it's sex or whatever, alcohol, all these pleasure that we have. We have to starve them. I don't say starve sex, but you have to really use it in a way that it supports you. You want to consume things that supports your journey, that supports your focus, that makes you stay on your path, stay on the righteous path. And for that, it's up to you to really motivate yourself. But not so much by motivation. Yeah, motivation is something I redo every day. You redo that every day. It's like taking a bath. I don't wake, but I wake up in the morning motivated. I wake up in the morning. I can say I'm not. For me, motivation, you sum it up from within, and I have summed up so much motivation that now I get up with a smile on my face, with with fire in my heart, with all this becomes natural. I don't need to motivate myself. I'm Mr. Motivation, Mr. Consistency, Mr. Fire, Mr. Everything. So that is already part of my name, part of who I am. So it's not this thing that I have to work on more now. It's more the focus. It's more the focus and letting go of the leisure, pleasure, stuff like that. That where this time I can use it and really make something more for others, like helping more other, like instead of just do things for not just for me, but what I mean is that time that I pass in leisure, pleasure, I can use it to help people, to help others, which I want to do. I'm crying to help. I'm crying to help people. I'm crying to help reggae artists. I'm not crying for help. I'm crying to help. That's what I want. I want to help more people. I just want to help. I just want to give back. I don't need anything from anybody. A job provides for me enough. I'm well provided and always been in my life, and I trust the divine that he will provide for me. That I have trust that whatever I need will come at the time I need it. I'm not anxious about getting more money, getting more material, traveling. I'm not anxious about it. I know it's going to happen. It's happening. It's a timing thing. But timing is not a clock calendar and shit like that. So I'm really, really conscious of that. And I take my time because I know it's this. It's this. That the whole meaning of the whole journey is what I'm doing now. It's the now. It's the climb. It's the growth. At one point I get the 60-year-old. I'm gonna do this with my two fucking eyes closed. Like it's not gonna be like it's gonna be so natural. So, but it's that climb to get to that point that is very, very makes you grow a lot, makes you get in touch a lot with yourself, with who you are, and that makes me feel alive 100% more than I was before. It's like I come back to life. I'm back to life. It's like I left for a while, and now I've been given back right to life on the sacred mission, because also now I'm so like I was younger, 15, 16-year-old when I was a teenager. I was really on the mission. The mission was strong. The mission was very strong in me, but Babylon got to me. The work, you start working, start having children. I had my first children. I was 24. It's a bit young, but I always said I was going to take my responsibility. I had Sam, I was 24. It's a bit young. You ask me, I would not that I would have waited. It happened, but I mean, I always took my responsibility. But if I would have waited to 30 at least, to 30 years old, and I don't think you become a man but I don't think you're mature before you start asking questions. But becoming a man and becoming like to really like have that fatherhood, or around 30 years old, because I was pretty much like, I don't know, thinking of other stuff. Like I was there. I was always very, very present in his young age, and I made sure I was staying close. But at one point, that it didn't really work, me and the mummy, so we ended up going our ways. And but I was always, it was an imperative for me to stay close to Sam, because look, the relation we have today. If I wouldn't have been close young, he wouldn't be around. He wouldn't be like at one point the children, they get older, and sometimes they realize stuff that happened younger. That's what I realized myself with my father, mother, and not that they have done bad things, not that, but like you realize that because you are a parent yourself now, so you see more of what it is to be a parent. Doesn't come with a book. It's not. It's something that we do natural. I don't think I force things to be. But anybody can be a father. Anybody can be a mother. I don't think everybody can be a dad. Like it takes a profound. I put the focus also a lot on my children. A lot on my children for them and that's why I do this also, for them to be inspired, to be, that it's not so hard to do things in life once you start breaking your shell. And if you want to rise to the top, it's pretty easy. Everybody stays at the bottom. It's not hard. It's just you need effort. You need effort. You need to break the walls to yourself. Break the walls of Babylon. It's your walls. You have many, many walls before you access that heart of gold. Break them one after the other, day by day. Day by day, it's a healing process. That's what I was talking with the men yesterday. It's a healing process. We must heal from that trauma, from that fucking insane world. Sometimes I get the words fly, but it's a real chaos. So there's people keeping us in fear. Also, we have to realize that. Stop giving into the fear. Stop buying into the fear. Stop buying the lie. We buy the fantasy, we buy the lie. Why do you think I was watching so many movies before? Because I was loving the fantasy. Why don't watch movie at all? Now I don't watch TV at all. I minimize the screen consumption because I want my focus. I need nature. I don't need a fucking box of screen, or I need nature. I come here in the morning, then I'm out in nature, go to my spot. Superb. Summer has arrived in Quebec. I don't know what's going on. It's like 30 degrees, 31 degrees. So I'm passing it at the river. It's so hot. So, yeah. But, it's not, we don't need more added distraction or more stuff that, we just need, like I said yesterday, you might, for sure, you might find like me, I go back and watch Les Brown. Okay, stuff like that. People that really, and I might inspire some people and they come back every day here, and it's fine. But what I say is, don't consume an enormous amount of screen stuff. Like unplug at one point, get your dose. You get your daily dose. Get your daily dose of Janik and then unplug and go out. Go out. That's why I do it early in the morning. It's because I don't come here in the middle of the afternoon and in the middle of the summer to do a show on YouTube. I'm outside. My children, the pool. I enjoy the good vibration of life and bring my GoPro at the same time. The GoPro follows pretty much everywhere. But it's my therapy also. It's my therapy. No one knows why I do this. But people know why I do this. But I mean, no one's inside my head. I use that as therapy, as painkiller, and it does a great job. I'm very, very focused. I don't fall into alcohol. I'm not a fucking drunk. So just that, I'm very, very happy. I don't give in to this madness like most people. Most people I see is fucking drinking hard stuff, and I don't need to go far. My brother-in-law, they're all on hard stuff, on alcohol. I'm so glad I'm not on that shit. So glad that's not one of my daily habits. I like beer once in a while, but it's not something that I have absolutely in mind. One, and I'm okay. Like, I don't want to lose my focus. And that's what alcohol does. It kind of a destruction, pure destruction. I don't like. Never really liked it anyway. It's not my vibe. I'm more a cannabis vibe kind of guy. Yeah. Keep it natural. That's what I told my bro yesterday. So keep it natural. Avoid all the distraction, all the Babylonian traps. There's many traps. Wake up and see them. The traps are there. And you know what's one of the biggest traps? Getting older. Thinking that you're getting older, that you're getting old. You're getting older, but you don't have to get old. You don't have to be old. And that's one of the biggest traps, is many people fall in it. When they pass a certain age, they become like dead, really dead. Like they think that there's no more thing to do. It's just retirement, and we go back into real normalcy. It's like, no matter the age, if you have still breath going through your nostril, you have work to do here. You have work to do. You have a sacred mission, and it's never too late to wake up to your mission. Never too late. It's a great feeling. Me, anyway, I feel it. Me, I'm back to life. Me, I'm back alive. No more freaking dead vibration. I keep my vibes pure and clean. What I consume, what I listen to, what I do, I reflect a lot with myself. I talk to that freaking GoPro so much that I have 13 pages of video in advance. And I still have a 20 on this. I have to erase, put another 14 on that. Like I'm producing video like crazy, but I don't post them, and that's the reason why. It's a therapy for me. Like just that, if I would be after fame and stuff and just about, I would post them every day. I would no, and I do the videos because it's good. It's a therapy for me. It makes me feel good. Do what makes you feel good. Do what you feel. Live the truth that you feel. And I feel this is what I have to do now. So I do it. Later will be something else, probably. I don't know. Ja does what Ja wants. None of us will stop Ja's timing. That's it. None of us can stop the time. That's what Bob was saying in one of his songs. I enjoy your French accent. Thank you. I kind of have an accent. I know it's funny sometimes I hear myself talk when I speak English. And, yeah, for sure, there's an accent. Moi, je parle français, madame, en premier, mais je peux parler en anglais. J'ai appris. I have learned. Live and learn. It's good. And anyway, I love English because it's shorter. It's better to. You need discipline to. Oh yeah, discipline. Discipline is this. You need the intent, but you need the discipline, and that's what's hard to do because now you don't have no coach pushing you. It's only you. It's you against you. That's why when you get into like a hockey team or a football team or you're a team. You have others around that push, and you're inspired by that, and you have a coach that push you in the butt, and you have. But now your dream, it's you against you, two versus you, and you have to push yourself to take action. And very oftentimes, your brain will not put you into action, so you really have to It's a conditioning. You have to condition yourself to be disciplined. Condition yourself to action. It's all about conditioning. That's how you haven't lived your dream yet because you've been conditioned not to. Because you've been conditioned in school not to get in touch with the greatness and all the great vibes and or during your youth or whatever parents around you. There's stuff that for sure hold us back from who we really are. And that's what we got to get in touch with, who we really are. And that's possible. Nothing's impossible, but you need discipline. You need discipline, and you're going to need to let go of a lot of stuff that you love, like your little distraction, pleasure, leisure, like the fucking nonsense that doesn't support you, the food that doesn't support you. All this has to go. So it's a major work on yourself. That's what I find is the biggest part, is to let go of the stuff that I was almost addicted to. Come on, if you watch a movie series, tele-series, a full season during a day, if you're not addicted, you're not far. I think it's addiction. I think it's I don't know. But that's the use you do of your time. That time you pass doing this, you could do it doing something else. We waste so much time. Humanity is wasting time. Humankind, wake up. We need to stop wasting time. If I get any more focus, I might go cross-eyed. Yeah, me too. That's why my focus is so high right now. But that's what I want. Like, I feel good that I'm focused. I don't need a ton of friends around. I don't need nothing around. I just need my family and my stuff. But I need to focus. I need to focus. I don't need material. I just need my cannabis, my coffee sometimes. Like, I need very, very minimum, and my food and like a bit of gas in my car to get to the chilling spot, pick up the Wi-Fi, and I minimize it, minimize my consumption, and it makes I feel better. I feel better. I feel more grounded, more than ever before. Like, it's bizarre, but that's what it is. I think when you that's all we're busy is making money, 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 money. That's all we do. That's what I was doing for so many years, working 29 days straight, 12-hour shift. You got to be a freaking pretty fucking zombie to do that. I've done it. 29 days straight, 12-hour shift at night. Night shift, 7 to 7. I remember like yesterday, my wife too, she tells me all the time. But that's what happened. You go a bit crazy when you... the more money you have, I think, not that it's a bad thing. You can help people. I would not refuse it. I'm not spitting on money. I'm not the saying money is evil. It's the use we make of it. It's the use we make of it, and the suffering associated with it, and all the nonsense and the lies and deception. But we can make a good use of it. It's a good way to trade stuff. You don't have to carry, your goods or just money. But now we're gone fucking crazy with money. That's what happened, and we're just for ourselves. That creates a division, a great division also. So it's important to... bliss is the goal, exactly. Bliss is the goal. There is no wasted time. We're always learning. Yeah, we're always learning. Always, yeah, always. We're always learning, yeah. By wasting time, I felt like I wasted a bit of time in my life on those distractions. Maybe because I don't think I would have needed to sit in the Bell Center for so long and watch the hockey that much to realize that it's distraction. I just have to watch it a few games and then wake up. So I feel like, hey, I kind of wasted a bit of time on this. That's how I feel. I feel like, okay, every experience is good. Still an experience, not a bad experience, but it's not the experience that I'm looking for today to be distracted. So I feel like I was wasting time a bit, where now I'm capable to have a lot more focus and starve those things. I haven't watched TV for like 3 years. But they know also that even that's what I was reflecting yesterday when it comes time to talk about those hurricane, natural disaster. That's very good money for the news company. You have to think about it too, no? Because everyone's on TV watching the TV to see what's happening with the storm, the progression, then they make sure they keep you on the loop. They keep you hanging to see the stuff and to go back, and then there's commercial. It's good. It's big time money in the natural disaster. And many people that are unplugged from TV will go back to the TV to watch the news when there's natural disaster. So it's very it's I think is the thing the most. That's with what I think. I'm sure they have the most cut they could. The most lucrative stuff is with the natural disaster like that, because we're all, first of all, it's very sensational. Like, we, for some reason, the misery of other people makes us happy, and that's fucking crazy, but that's what it is. We look at TV and we change channel. People living misery and in the hell, and we just switch channel like it's nothing. No? So we kind of have to move out that. Yeah, hug Sister Kim for me. I will. Sister Kim is in Babylon right now. Yeah. Daycare. She's a daycare educator. Yeah, she works with children for many years. Been doing that a long time. Serais-tu capable de refaire 60 heures dans une shop maintenant? Non, 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 je serais pas capable. Je serais pas capable. Je le ferais, là, si ce serait nécessaire. OK? Si ce serait nécessaire, je le ferais. I would do what's necessary, if necessary. But I would never do it again. I would never do it again. I would downsize my consumption. I would not, I would put 40 hours, yeah, but the rest of the time, I would not do 60, 70 hours like I was doing. Crazy shit. And you lose your physics, you lose your moral, you lose your physics. Look, I have a fucked up leg for the rest of my days because I worked like an asshole all my fucking life. Like, I lost my physics in there. I didn't lose the moral, but some people lose the fucking moral in there, and they lose the physics. When you lose both, you're gone. At least I still have the moral. I didn't lose that, but I lost the physics. Forget about it. My feet are flat. There's all kinds of stuff that I've done because I work so much on my feet. 12-hour shift for 15 years. Like, you lose your physics. That's what happened when you work too much. And then you end up at 40, 50 years old and you're fucking almost dead. Like, you have bubbles all over. And so, yeah, no, I would not do it the same way. For sure, I would not work like a madman like I did. For sure. I don't regret it. Like, I like to work. I like to move. It never made me afraid. But today I know that the deeper meaning behind it, the slavery state, and the working on something big. So it makes me feel a lot more alive than doing something, building the dream of someone else. That's what. But you were in some kind of trance, and we don't. No, it's just my boss. No, you're building his dream. You're building his dream. That's what you do. If you don't work on building your own, you're gonna build the one of someone else. And we have to be conscious. Today, I'm conscious of that. Before, I wasn't seeing it like that. Like, there was my boss. It was just my boss, and that was normal life to work. Today, I don't see it at all like this. Today, it's my life here has meaning, and not just a number or a worker or no, my life has meaning, and I have to find out that meaning. I have to find out why I'm here. And, all this stuff has to be realized and self-realization, and that's what I'm after. But no, I would not work like a madman. I would, but it was necessary also at the time. Sometimes you have no choice. You have to work, and you have to do what you have to do. Bills to pay and stuff to pay, but also you put a lot on your plate. I was putting a lot on my plate to pay, and that's what happened. And sometimes you pay for mistakes you've done in the past. I've done mistake in the past that came to cut me back up 15 years after, and I had to pay the double. If you have things to pay it now, because you'll pay double later. Believe me, I know that. Pay your debts up front. Pay your debts up front, or they will come and catch you in the back of your. They will come and. I can tell you stuff that came back after me 15 years after. So then I'm at work. I pick up the fucking phone. It's a guy that I owed money 15 years prior. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, and a good amount of money. And I had to find it. I had to spin around. There's things in that's gonna happen in life. Look. I've done stuff when I was young. First of all, you grow up about that. And I don't know. If you have debts, pay them now, or you pay them all later. Experience too. Yeah, yeah. Today, today, I would never do the stuff that I've done because I'm aligned and my spirit is aligned, my mind. I would not cause harm and uh, hurt other people, stuff, and I would not do that. But we're so misaligned. That's why childrens do. They lose their way. They lose their way, and teenagers, and they have no guidance. I had no guidance when I was young. I didn't have a father that used to guide me and didn't talk too much. My mother was very present. My mother is very present. Always been very great mother, great mom. Big up, mom. I love you. Yeah, yeah, for sure. She's great. And if it wasn't of my mother, I think me and Kim would have been a lot more in shit than we are. So for sure, parents can come and, but you cannot also count on everybody around you and outside of you and your parents all your life to live. At one point, we have to take responsibility. And that's it. And you have to work and you have to fucking do what's necessary to survive. But also, that's the thing is don't lose your physics, don't lose your moral in there. And that's what happened with many of us. We start working like crazy and we lose our physics, most of it. Like our moral because someone tells us when to go piss, when to go shit, when to go eat, when to go. Like it's crazy. You don't have a power over your time. Time is managed by someone else. You're like so reclaim our agenda and all that. Okay, I had no choice to reclaim it. I was forced to reclaim my agenda, but these are my circumstances. I make the best out of it. My circumstances made who I am today. It's not, I didn't resist the circumstances. I acknowledge it. It's called life. And then, okay, I got to do something now. I got to reinvent myself and because at one, I knew like 2-3 months after, I would never do the same job I was doing again. Like they told me early, they said, you're fucked up at life. They told me straight flat out, bro, you ain't gonna make it. Your knee's gonna stay fucked up. And even the surgeon, the orthopedist doctor do it. She said, you're fucked for life. Forget about it. So I said, okay. So I accepted. Acceptance is very important in the process also. You must accept your condition at one point and move forward, whatever your pain is, whatever your resistance is not the way. I know today I can't resist that. If I resist even the pain, if I feed mentally on the pain, it's going to be even worse. I'm alone. I'm with myself with the pain, and I got to deal with it. So I give myself tools to stay motivated, to kill the pain, and naturally kill the pain. I don't want to kill the pain with the fucking Oxycontin and shit like that. That will fuck my brain. I'm so focused. I don't want to lose that focus. So I got to keep the brain clean. My train of thoughts is always very aligned. Look, I'm here for an hour. And then all the time when I start, I'm always like, how am I going to stretch this for an hour? How am I going to do this? Like often I get like before at 20 minutes, I was stuck a bit. Like my train of thoughts wasn't really there. Like I had to really, like, you know what I mean? Like talk to myself a bit during the talk and really, but like it's been an hour and it's coming naturally more and more. So for sure I'm not gonna stop because now I'm just starting to be unstoppable. I'm starting to really discover what I'm here for. I think reggae music has a lot to do in there, and then there's other things maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. Life should not be hard or filled with pain. What the fuck is up with that? Yeah. But filled with pain. I think life should not be hard. But no one says that. Yeah, really hard, my friend. I know it's hard. I know that you slave in a shop, bozo. Is that it? You're in a shop like me. You're working like a madman in a shop. I was a plastic machine operator. That's what I was doing. I was operating big plastic machines and in a shop, in a sweatshop, with 14 extruders and working like fucking crazy to do setups. Sometimes you're stuck. You're the operator. I had 4 machines under my supervision. I had to do the setup on the 4 machine with 2 guys with me, 2 helper, 1 QC, one guy that was doing the quality control, the paperwork and the shit stuff, and then the helper that takes out the roll with me. So as operator, you have the charge of the machine. So sometimes it's very very heavy, the pressure, and I think we're not really something natural to have that much pressure, and at one point just blow our mind. Some people go in depression and shit, and you got to be very strong. You got to be very strong to face Babylon, to face this world of insanity. You got to be very strong. That's why strengthen your mind, bro. And if you go to work, do the best you can. Bring the best attitude in there. Bring the best attitude and go with an attitude that you're helping someone achieve their dream. But during that time, work on yours too, and you will achieve it. You will achieve it if you help enough people. Dwayne Dyer said that if you help enough people achieve their dream, you'll achieve yours. It's all about that. You're 46 or you're same age as me. I'm a mechanic, okay? Yeah, you're about same age as me. So at one point we realized that, we gotta do something, my bozo. No. Start at 16. Yeah. Life should not be hard, yeah. Yeah, so since 30 years, 30 years mechanic, that's it. But I was doing a bit of mechanic, but I think you're more a mechanic, industrial mechanic or something. So, yeah, you've been doing that for a long time. I don't know what you're calling, bro. I don't know what you're calling, but I say follow your passion. You certainly have a passion in life. You go back to when you were 17, 18, 19-year-old. What was your passion back then before you get brainwashed? Before Babylon get to you, what was the big? I'm sure mechanic is probably your passion. You said you're mechanic for 30 years. You started at 16, so motor is your passion. You're like my brother-in-law. He used to undo motors at 14-year-old, the whole thing, and put it back together. So he knew that was his calling. Some people are very, very talented with stuff like that. Me, it's not my thing so much. I'm going to do it if I'm forced to. If I'm forced to put my hand on an electric panel to fix it, I'll fix it. But it's not really my... I like to talk. That's what I want to do for life. I want to speak because that's what I love. I love people. I love you so much. Terrible. Yeah, race. Start at 16, yeah. No, it's a race. It's a rat race. No, race. What you mean? No, you mechanic in a race? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, Red Rose, you're a singer, eh? Yeah. Listen, we're all, if you're here, you're like me, you're driven by something. At one point, it's just, we know we're vulnerable, and we know here that we are vulnerable. That's why we are here. That's why I'm here. If I wouldn't be able to admit my vulnerability, I wouldn't be here. I know I'm vulnerable. I can go back into this freaking insane world. Everybody is insane. So it's easy. I just get it. Let go of YouTube. Let go of all the nonsense. Start buying their nonsense product, freaking blood and bones and all that shit. And I'll be back in the Matrix. For sure. It's easy. I don't have to do this here. And no one came and tell me, hey, in your lifetime, you gotta have a mission. No, it's because I want it. It's free will. It's called free will. But I can do whatever I want with it. I decide to do Jah works. That's what I decided to do at one point. Enough is enough. Enough the freaking nonsense. Enough the life with no meaning. Life with very little meaning, like just the meaning of it. Like I want to live. I don't want to leave here like a leaf in the wind, when nobody remember or. No, I want to leave a legacy. The love is the legacy. Motivation Academy. Yeah. I used to be the engine master in the race. Hey, that's great, man. That's great stuff. So you're a good mechanic. You're a great mechanic. Not a good mechanic. You're a great mechanic. So maybe your calling is there, man. I don't know. Explore the possibilities. Now what's happening, you know the truth. So you're ready to play with possibility. That's what I say all the time. The moment you know who you are, you get in touch with who you are, you're suddenly now ready to play with possibility. That means magic, bro. And you're a clown, Bozo the clown. So you should have magic. You're not a clown, but your name is Bozo the clown. Anyway, I always laugh when I see that name. I laughed the first time I saw it. Yeah. Keep it, Bozo. Don't change. Bozo the clown. Yeah, so that's it. I'm out, and I'll be back another now. And until then, stay positive, stay focused, stay focused. Very important. Work on your dream day in day out. It's the little action you take, the little stuff you do every day that's gonna make the big show at the end. It's gonna take time. It can take 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. You can't count the cost. Don't count the cost. I'm telling you. You count when it starts to hurt. If it hurts, start to count. Until it hurts, don't count the cost. Same like when you train. Don't start to count your push up until it hurts. Do your push up when it starts to hurt, then you count. That's where it really matters. You do your bike when it starts to hurt, then start to count the time you're on it. But before it hurts, nothing really counts. So in no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. So acknowledge the pain, embrace the pain, embrace it. It's gonna be your thriving force. That's what I do every day. Embrace the pain, stay positive, stay on track. Ciao, Bozo. Ciao, Suzanne. Thanks again for being here. A lot of great energy again today. That's what we keep, the great energy flowing. Triple R, big up. Leslie will probably show up later. So we're all great people, staying positive each and every day. That's what we need. Boom, we start great. We start with positive vibes, and then the rest of the day cannot help but be positive if you keep that focus. So I'm out, and I love you all, and I love you more. So rise and shine. Peace out.